What's up, good people? Welcome to 35 Years of Movies Podcast. I'm your host, McTuggy. Thank you for joining me on this journey down memory lane while me and my co-host Moo discuss the number one movies in the U.S. starting in the year 1986 and going all the way to the year 2021. Moo and I will watch each movie and then break them down from beginning to end, rating each and then deciding whether we believe the movies in discussion deserve the money and praise that they seem to have garnered. That being said, let's see. Patreon. It is up. The page, the Triple T podcast will be on there for $1 a month. That is my plan. If you enjoy 35 years of movies, this podcast you are currently listening to and the subsequent episodes of it, and feel like you want to help help a fellow podcast brother out and make this thing a little bit better by donating, $1 a month. Check it out and you'll get some more episodes. You'll get Triple T. You'll get the daddy and daughter story time, the little podcast I do with my daughter. Eventually you'll get Triple B, which is something that I will talk about soon. And then $1 a month, give it a shot. If you like what you hear, let us know on the social medias. Keep your eye on the social medias. Tuggy's Top 10 Podcast on Facebook. Hit me up on Twitter at BTugmanTalk10, BTUGMAN TALK10, BTugmanTalk10. And let us know if you like it. Awesome. If you don't, awesome. You know, like what you like, don't what you don't. Just let us know either way. That being said, I'm going to plug Anchor right now because they are currently the app that I use to record these podcasts and give you these fun little snippets into the mind of me and my brother as we discuss these movies. Anchor is a great little podcast app. All you do is download, hit record, start talking, and they will upload it to any and all podcasting platforms that support their app for free. Did I mention? That being said, this ad that I am doing for Anchor is also for free because I am not getting paid for it. But soon I can be, as well as you, if you use the Anchor app, and you can get 50 listeners, minimum of 50 listeners. You are entitled to use ambassador ads. Therefore, from my understanding, Anchor will start paying you to put ads into your podcast for their product. Boom, there you are. Doesn't that sound great? So, yeah. Whew. All right. I guess that's really all I have left. Oh, no, I got to talk about a current movie that I've watched. I'm going to talk about two real quick. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. Both will be spoiler free if you have not seen either one of them. That being said, I recently watched the brand new Spider-Man. I guess it's not brand new. It came out in December, but it's 6 months old. But the newest Spider-Man, No Way Home. I enjoyed it very much. It was a fun little romp. It was cool to see. I won't spoil anything. But yeah, it was great. Let's see. And then yesterday I just watched Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. That was fun too. The MCU, the Marvel movies, Kevin Feige, they've got them down. They've got this formula down that they're doing that people have currently tried to copy and have done horribly. I'm not going to name any names on that aspect. Pardon me. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and shut up. And when you hear the little snippet of Danger Zone, you are going to get into episode 1 of 35 Years of Movies, the Top Gun, 1986, the number one movie in the U.S. at the time. All right, I'm going to shut up and me and Moo are going to talk about it. So enjoy the podcast. Let us know what you think. And here we go. So this is the part where you're supposed to hear the snippet of Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins. That's, the big song of this movie. But yeah, if you're listening to this on YouTube, you're hearing my voice right now. Copyright flagged. So, yeah. If you want to hear that little 19-second snippet, you can listen to the podcast feed on Spotify. Otherwise, enjoy the show, folks. Thanks for listening. Like, share, and subscribe. Welcome, folks. What is up? Thank you for joining us on the official, inaugural first episode of 35 years of movies. This was
Is this going to be the first Patreon episode?
Well, it originally was supposed to be the first Patreon episode, but since it's free, I'm not going to charge people to listen to it. I'm going to throw it. Yeah. So, yeah, this was originally supposed to be a Patreon episode. If you listen to a few of the early episodes, you probably heard me say that. Episode 3 and 4, specifically, I believe I mentioned it. Yeah, that being said, it's here for you. We're on the official episode 1 of 35 years. And we are talking the 1986 number 1 movie, Moo.
Explain the official episode 1 thing to me, because you never told me that this was the official episode 1.
Well, this is the 1986. This is the first year in 35 years of movies. So this
see, I thought you did these by yourself already.
I did a few. I
didn't realize you didn't do the first one.
No, I hadn't done the very first 2, which is this episode, which we are doing now, and then episode 2 will be Beverly Hills Cop 2. That is still slated for Patreon right now, just because.
I say we give it. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. Maybe so that being said, again, like we said, we were talking the 1986 movie Top Gun.
Tom Cruise.
Tim Robbins. Val Kilmer. Tim Robbins. Meg Ryan.
The teacher from Problem Child. Don't know his name.
The principal. Yeah, you may know he was the principal from Problem Child. He was he was a 6th grade teacher from Problem Child 2.
Yeah, the teacher from the second one.
I can't remember his name right now.
He might have been. I think he was in the third one as the principal.
I have the IMDb up. I can look. But yes, he was the principal was Gilbert Gottfried. He was
in the third one.
No, I don't remember the third one.
No, I think the principal was actually that guy in the third one.
Either way, he was the principal of Back to the Future.
Oh, that's right. That's why I said
he was the principal of Back to the Future. He was, always call Marty McFly a slacker. He plays like a big admiral or something like that in the Navy in this. I'll bring it up on the IMDb now.
He's above the main top guy.
Yeah,
for the flight school.
I think so. Okay. He's like the commanding officer. So, like I said, yes, Top Gun. Here it is, first episode. It was released May 16th, 1986. I was just barely 2 months old when this movie came out.
I wasn't born.
Wasn't even an itch in the daddy's crotch at that point.
I was about 2 years out. Literally, almost 2 years out.
It grossed domestically $176,781,728 in over 1,500 theaters. There's some facts we haven't kind of thrown out in the last few episodes because, just situations and stuff.
It's another, I was trying to remember. Go to IMDb real quick.
Yeah, I'm right here.
There's one thing that I have written here that I can't remember exactly what it means.
So, if you've never watched Top Gun, let me give you a quick synopsis that they have written up here on IMDb. It says, as students at the United States Navy's elite fighter weapons school compete to be best in the class, one daring young pilot learns a few things from a civilian instructor that are not taught in the classroom. So, it was directed by Tony Scott, written by Jim Cash, Jack Epps Jr.,
Tim Robbins was a star with no lines.
Stars, the 3 stars.
Tim Robbins had no lines.
It says Tom Cruise, Tim Robbins, Kelly McGillis. They're the 3
not even last star.
No, they're the 3 top billed stars on.
That's crazy though.
On IMDb, I don't know if that's specific. I can't remember specifically the
this
movie.
This is after Shawshank.
No, this is, I believe, before. This is before Shawshank.
I feel like Shawshank was like 87, 88, 89.
No, Shawshank was in the 90s.
90, it's got to be like 89 to 92. It's early, if not in the late 80s.
Right. So, shit, are you ready to get into this Tom Cruise epic where we have another movie with Val Kilmer
You know what we could do though.
in it?
You know what we
But
could do?
who
Which
plays
I love Val Kilmer. Not.
what? Well, what movie did we do last time?
Oh yeah,
Batman
the Batman
Forever.
Forever was
Oh,
that's
God.
just the worst thing. Nah, it's not even the worst thing he's done.
No. But
What did you
if
really
you haven't
well?
seen,
What did he do really well?
You want to see two really, in my opinion, two a little slightly. I'm going to call it a side quest. Freddie Prinze Jr. I'm going to tag in this. He calls it side quest. I'm going to use his lingo when he goes off topic. The two movies I really liked. Excuse me, I'll take it back. Three movies I very much liked Val Kilmer in. Tombstone.
Oh yeah,
Fucking
see,
amazing.
I'm trying to remember the movies
as Doc
he was
Holliday.
in.
Felon. That's a good one. You should watch. It's got Steven Dorff. He plays a convict in prison.
Probably seen it
good.
with you. I probably watched
Super
it
good
with you,
movie. He does a really good role in that. And then Kiss Kiss Bang Bang with Robert Downey Jr.
I think
That's
I've
a
seen
flick
some
you
of
need
that,
to.
yeah.
If you haven't watched all
I
of
don't
that,
think I've seen the whole thing. No.
Those are some good Val Kilmer roles. Oh, and
I'm trying to think of older Val Kilmer.
Thunderheart.
Thunderheart. See,
That was also a good one. That
like,
was a good one too.
movie
I remember
Val
Dad
Kilmer,
always
like,
watching that back in the day. So,
that's cool though.
So,
a lot more than I remember.
Right. So
I wonder which one was his first movie.
Val Kilmer's.
Yeah. I wonder because I'm curious.
He did some really early stuff.
I know.
He did some stuff as a kid.
There's a couple stuff I saw, but I couldn't tell which one. It didn't say which one was the first.
He was
movie.
Iceman.
Oh, we can't forget he was in The Doors as
Jim
Morrison.
There you go.
And that was a really, really good role.
Yep.
Like, he did a really... That movie's cool.
He was great as Jim Morrison. Touche.
Yeah. Holy shit.
So then we're getting in now. There's the guy we were talking about.
Yeah, the principal.
The principal from Back to the Future, the sixth grade teacher from Problem Child 2. I mean, he was in fucking, I think Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren too. I want to say he was in that movie also.
Is that a newer one?
No, the old one. The old He-Man movie.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I think I've only seen it like once.
Yeah. No, I've seen it a few times, but I don't remember much of it. That being said, okay, we are. So there was something at the beginning of the movie talking about the 1969 U.S. Navy Flight School and how they started the Top Gun program and whatnot.
Yes. I think...
And this was that elite school where only like the 1% of like the top fucking
of the
pilots.
Navy pilots.
Of the Navy
right.
pilots.
Yeah, Navy, not Air Force pilots. See, I thought Air Force in the beginning,
which
but
it's Navy. You would think. I mean, they're specifically Navy.
Yeah, but that's because
Top Gun school is based Navy.
It's because they have like Navy SEALs and stuff like that. I'm sure they're like their secret groups run through the Navy training programs instead of. But they probably get picked out of like the regular Air Force of. You know, as well as they do, or what they're.
Oh yeah, like it says, they're the top. They're the top one. They're the top 1%ers.
Yeah.
So the top 1% of the top of the classes, and all that. They're like you pick him.
And Val Kilmer's character is remind me his name again.
Iceman.
Yeah. He's apparently better than everyone right now.
He is a really good one. He's up there. Him and his. Do you remember who his co-pilot is?
I'm trying to remember who his co-pilot is.
Or his co-pilot, yeah.
Written down.
Damn it. I should, well, I got it right here.
Viper?
No, Viper was Tom Skerritt.
That's right, it's Tom Skerritt.
He is, I think, Wolfman? Is it Iceman and Wolfman?
It might be Iceman.
Oh, no. It was Slider. Iceman and Slider.
Slider
was this guy, because he was the dude that was in the first Terminator.
That's right.
That got Sarah Connor's best friend's little fuck toy dude. Mm-hmm. Schwarzenegger took him out real good. So yeah, I mean, let's just talk about some of this cast. Actually, we got Tom Cruise top billing as Maverick, Kelly McGillis, who played Charlie, the blonde chick he was into. Mm-hmm. Val Kilmer, we said, as Iceman. Anthony Edwards, who was Goose.
Yeah,
he was the guy who went on into like ER and stuff like that as one of the doctors.
Oh, he went to ER after?
He did go to ER shortly after, yeah. Then Tom Skerritt as Viper, Michael Ironside
Jester. He's from, he was the bad guy in Total Recall.
Yeah. I remember that guy.
He was the dude with the one arm. And
he was in a bunch of movies.
Starship.
Wasn't he in
lots of stuff.
I almost said RoboCop, but that's totally wrong.
No, that was Red Foreman.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, yeah.
And then we go down the list. I see Tim Robbins as Merlin. And then, you get down to Meg.
Which has a really small role in this movie. He
doesn't have a big role. He's more of a background.
There, but he's not.
He's more of a background character for sure.
He never really says anything.
He only has a few, one or two lines.
I don't even know if he says anything.
He says a few things, but I don't.
I feel like it's in the background and you don't really understand what he says.
Right.
It's like, because I don't remember him saying anything.
Alright, so then you got Meg Ryan. Like, this is one of her first movies, because she's not even top billing. She's down. I mean, she's below Tim Robbins, and she has a bigger role and more lines.
Right.
But this is again we're looking at the IMDb page, so yeah, and so we get into the movie where we're at now. They end up going with the fucking. They see, what is it? The two MiGs.
Yeah.
And then the dude starts wigging out, right? And this is where that one dude, his wingman, ends up leaving.
Yeah,
the MiG freaks him out.
Yeah.
And you got the classic Danger Zone song, which, if I could find a snippet...
Cougar's the guy that bails out.
Yeah, Cougar dips out.
Yeah.
Yeah, John Stockwell. Yep, that guy. So... Yeah, Cougar's his wingman, but he's not liking.
It's hilarious
something
because
freaked him out real good with seeing those MiGs.
Yeah. He tries to land, but he's like jacked up too because he couldn't breathe because he was freaking out. So he got all jacked up from the being up in the elevation
and all that. Yep.
And so he couldn't land.
I legit thought since this was
he does land. Yeah, he does land.
He ends up does land. He comes in fucking crazy and hot.
Yeah.
When I first, because this is like we said, our first official watching it from front to back. Really. Yeah, I never actually.
And if I had, I don't remember any of it.
Right, but I thought he was gonna straight crash. I thought he was gonna be done. That dude's dead. Shit, but no, he lands it. But
then he starts getting in trouble by the principal.
Well, it's not really. He just asked him what the hell happened. He found out he was scared. He was thinking about his kid, his wife.
Who is that? Why does he look so familiar?
His name is John Stockwell.
He's been in a lot of stuff. I know where he's been in. I don't need to look it up.
Yeah, he's been in a few things. He was in Christine.
Oh, he's been in the things I wasn't realizing he was in. That's why.
Yeah.
Older movies maybe, but newer movies, no.
He's done some things.
He did Top Gun once.
Yeah.
Probably his best.
He was in Top Gun. That look, other than playing Dennis in Christine,
right?
Which I'm not entirely sure or familiar with that movie.
So back to
this.
They're getting into the flight school thing now, and they're talking to the major guy.
This is where he's going to tell Maverick and Goose, you guys are. He's pretty much reprimanded him for.
Well, he rolled by the front of that tower on the aircraft.
Was that when they did that? Yeah,
that's the first time he does it. That's
the first time he does the tower flight.
Yeah, and he gets pissed off.
He makes the dude spill his coffee all pissed off. God damn it. Yeah, hot coffee sucks. Ouch.
Yeah, so this is the first day, basically. Or not even really the first day, because I feel like the first part is they actually getting there to an extent. And
they haven't gone into school yet. They're still on their carrier right now as just Navy
about
pilots.
To go. Yeah.
And now they're about to get fucking sent to the school, and we're going to meet everybody. And I put down here, Mr. Strickland, LOL.
Right.
It is. Fucking Marty McFly, you're a slacker.
Yeah.
Your father was a slacker. Yeah. You're a slacker.
And in the Problem Child movies, I don't remember which one's he in. Maybe he's only in one.
I'm pretty sure it was just the second one. He was the teacher.
He gives him all the X-lax and stuff, remember?
Yeah, he gets all the X-lax, he goes to shit, and then he gets his ass blown up with a cherry bomb.
Yeah.
And he's walking around at the parent-teacher conference with a big fucking diaper.
It was like a real-life Chucky.
It
didn't really kill people.
That movie was so bad but so good at the same time.
They're still going through the shit. getting ready for the flight school.
So Tom Cruise he's the hotshot pilot. Like he really don't really fuck around with the rules. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like, he likes to do. But his dad was apparently a really good pilot too back in the day and was killed in some mission. But yeah, boom. So they are getting ready to rock and roll. I put rough landing. We just saw that. Cougar's scared because of his wife and kid. We went through that. He's a hot shot, I just said. And now enter Top Gun. Like I said, they're getting ready to go into. There's. See, now he's on his fucking bike.
And I think this is where they make him start flying Tomcats, correct?
Yeah, the F-14.
Yeah, and the F-14 Tomcats instead of flying the MiGs that they're used to.
No. They're flying the MiGs.
Or he's used to. No, he's not used to
MiGs aren't them.
MiGs are the bad people.
The MiGs are the bad
Oh, okay.
See,
in
this movie, I believe the Russians are running the MiGs.
So his dad probably... Because I thought he said something about he was the only one that knew how to fly a MiG, Tom Cruise.
He's the only one who got that close to a MiG.
Who
saw
to a MiG.
Because MiGs were fucking like ghosts, basically. Not ghosts, but they were quick. They'd get in and get the fuck out, and people wouldn't...
Just crush
So he was the first one who's ever... Because when he did that flyover...
Oh, that's
Goose
right.
took the picture. That's the first time anyone had ever been that close to a MiG. So they wanted to realize that's why the one girl was coming to him. So now we're here with Michael Ironside in the classroom. This is almost a watch along.
And this is why they're badass. Because they could flip upside down over a plane.
Well, I mean,
enemy
Maverick
specifically
Maverick is that skilled. He could fly upside down. And
I feel like Val Kilmer could be that skilled. His character could be that skilled if he didn't have, if he didn't want to do it by the books.
Yeah, he's more by the book, which we see him now
looking
like fucking Albert goddamn Wesker from Resident Evil.
Right?
I didn't even put that together until I looked just now. I'm like, why was he not Albert Wesker? God damn it! Look at him.
Too bad he's too old now.
Dude, if they did a Resident Evil movie now, they could hire Val Kilmer for Albert Wesker, and they could do goddamn CGI and de-age him to look like fucking Top Gun.
They could.
And he could be Albert Wesker in a new reboot of the first game, Mansion story. Anyway, again, side quest, we're getting off, my bad.
That's all right.
Freddie Prinze Jr. is gonna fucking
I mean, we're in the basic...
He's gonna hate me or
we're kind of in the in-between parts of the movies. Like, there's not major points right here, so it's like... It's just
he's kind of going through...
Sitting and going through a different meeting. Meeting the main guy.
This is Tom Skerritt Viper, who I wrote down Tom Skerritt, quotes Viper. And I put down Goose is great. I'm pretty sure there's a reason for that at some point. He is funny. Like, I love Goose.
Yeah, Goose is sweet. I like Goose a lot.
And so I'm assuming we got... Is this where he introduces the girl? Had they already...
No, this is where he introduces her.
Because they had already...
Or no, maybe
they sung the song to her in the bar yet?
No.
Have we got
that far? No, that's farther off. No, this is just the very beginning.
Okay, so yeah.
This is just where they're getting talked to by the main
I think they're
head
getting nice going.
No, because now they go to the school, the classroom, and that's where they meet the girl, remember? That the girl comes in to teach the class about everything.
That's why I said, oh Jesus, oh you killed me, you really do.
What'd he say?
Because he walks up to look at the plaques, and Iceman goes, the plaque for the alternates is down in the ladies' room. And Goose just starts laughing, maniacally, oh my god, you're so... like a smart ass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because this is where they're now they're in the bar, they're going to meet up with the girl, he's going to sing to her, because he's what was it about guys singing to girls? I'm a 90s kid, so I guess I don't really understand that.
Guys singing to girls?
Yeah, because he straight up, that's how he hits on this girl. He sees this girl, knows nothing about her. I'm going to go fucking sing
early
to this
80s
girl.
to early 80s into the 90s, dude. That was all the pop music was either guys, boy bands, or two dudes or whatever pop music, or Prince or, any of these sexualized figures that would be doing the music through those times that I think that kind of made it a thing where
what?
You could get away with singing.
What is the song that he sings? I'm gonna figure that out.
I don't know. The only songs I know in this are Danger Zone and Take My Breath Away.
Take my breath away. We'll get to that point.
This is my one time to plug the pros and cons section I have in this.
Alright, go ahead, hit it.
And I did a super good job where the only pro is Danger Zone and the only con was Take My Breath Away.
I remember you saying that. That's too good.
And that's literally the only cons and pros I have for this movie because I enjoyed this movie for how 80s it was. Even though I don't like Tom Cruise that much.
Look at both of them have exceptionally big teeth. Tom Cruise especially. And if you look slightly, I mean, I'm not trying to shame the guy. The dude was obviously a fucking sex icon in the 80s, and even now, Homeboy's still doing all the Mission Impossibles and shit.
Yep. And all the Scientology Impossibles.
Yeah, well, you know.
Dude,
he's a Scientologist.
Hard core Scientologist.
Yeah, he's one of them.
I don't even want to get into that subject about this, but that's...
Tom Cruise stuck in my closet.
Dude, he's like in the top levels of Scientology, dude. Of like
he's up there in the high
57 different levels of...
He's level 77 or something.
Dude, he's like rolling Dark Souls levels here. He's been grinding for years, like getting those...
You've lost that love and feeling. That was the song that he sings to her right now when he gets Goose in on it. And so
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. That's pretty cool. But I think there's...
Because that's an old school song. That's not
I remember a couple really cheap hit-ons in this part. Like where he hit on her.
Right here. She's lost it. Mav, come on.
After this part.
I hate it when she does that.
Oh, you know what? No, it was after he met her.
And I think this is where I put...
Yes,
because I think this is where I put right there. Goose is great. When he goes...
Yeah.
He gets him in it, and she goes, she's lost it. He goes, what? That love and feeling. He goes... Damn it, I hate it when she does that. Shit. And now they're singing. They're singing away to her. And we'll go a little fast because we don't need to watch all the way through. We got this scene.
I don't care about that part.
Yeah, so we get to the point where they...
This is where they talk, and I'm pretty sure the cheesy hit-ons come on.
Yeah, she meets him in the bathroom.
This is the cheesy part. We have to watch that.
We have to watch the cheesy
part. I want to know what they say, because he hits on her in such a weird, cheesy way in the bathroom.
But I made that comment about maybe this is where Hideo Kojima got the snake going into the ladies' bathroom thing, because he goes into the fucking women's bathroom,
you know what,
follows her in there, and...
Well, there's definitely something that he says in there, though. That's what gets me.
Right. Oh, no, yeah, they have a full-on conversation in the ladies' room. I was like, don't do it.
But it's also like
I was looking at it, I was like... Don't.
It reminds me a bunch of, like...
There he is.
I mean, I know Danger Zone brings a big point of it, but this movie feels like there's some influences of his character that would be Archer.
Like Archer is definitely influenced by a lot of these types.
Oh, him and a lot of different people. Yeah,
him for sure. James Bond. Like,
I've never seen this really, so I
never. No, yeah,
I didn't
I can
catch
see
it.
an Archer
but now
influence.
that I know,
I can see an influence.
Archer's definitely got some influence from
for sure.
Mr.
I mean,
Cruz
the
here.
Danger Zone alone, like you said, all the references he makes to that. He obviously is a huge Top Gun fan. Clearly, he loves that movie. That and Gator. But then again, side quest again.
Shout out home movie.
Yeah. And so she pretty much shuts him down. She's like, I gotta go to work early, and I'm out of here. And
yeah, I'm thinking that
it's like, your friend was magnificent. Nah. It's like, you did not.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it's when they're actually like have the date. And he goes to her house.
That's when cheesy. That's when it eventually gets to the
lines.
Yeah,
come up that.
But now they're back. They're doing their first. They're getting their school, and they're gonna talk to the civilian contractor.
Yeah, this is
and
where
boom, you find out, and he realizes, shit. Goose. His reaction is just.
Their reactions are great.
They're just like,
oh no. Especially him.
Look at him, he's like, so cheese. She knows it too, bro.
Well, dude, you gotta be super embarrassed, though. Like, if you sung to some chick at a bar,
such an awkward
and then you
moment.
find out it's your flight instructor.
It's who you're supposed to be working with the next
This is your quistis to your squall right now.
Kind of, yeah, in a way. Very
Next
awkward.
you learn F-14s.
Right? She does know a lot.
Yeah, well, I think
she's got higher clearance than he does.
Yeah, but she must have been a pilot, because you remember he says...
she's just civilian. She just got a bunch of
But at the end of the movie, he said he wants to go become a flight instructor. Remember?
Yeah, which leads into the newest Top Gun
but I
movie.
think that has something to do. Like, how did she become one with? You'd have to be a.
Well, she's not a flight instructor. She's just an expert on flight and
aerodynamics and stuff, like the science behind it.
Science,
okay.
for the government. She's worked her way up through government. But I feel like
you would still have to learn how to fly.
I mean, maybe she
started in the Air Force and just moved into something super fast.
Possibly.
Maybe she had flown something. She had to have. If she has, like, the science behind it all, like, there has to be, especially in 1986, like,
right.
She has to have at least, like, flown something.
So, yeah.
But it's like the obvious love interest right in the beginning of the movie, like, as soon as you meet her in the bar.
So then we go from there. This is where he does the fly by the air tower.
Oh,
it's coming up. Yeah, coming up next. He hadn't done it quite yet. He's gonna
it's their first mission.
He does their first training mission.
Well, he does something similar in the beginning, but I think it's like flying by an enemy one or something. And the MiG, like flying next to the MiG, like next to like one of their like ships or something, and then he gets like the flip over thing.
See, it's coming up right here. So we get the big flyby. And dude, Maverick and Goose. That's bros, man.
Oh yeah, hardcore.
They're so like, see, here it comes.
Obvious best friend.
For sure, they've been through it all.
Well, I mean, if you're flying like planes and you could.
Damn.
Goddamn son of a bitch.
Goddamn son of a bitch.
It's so good though. It's hilarious.
The thing about that is now he has to go change out of all that shit, put on his new shit. Like, it's pain.
A little foreshadowing here. He could have like. Watching that and seeing how clean he was with it, and even doing like the flips and roll barrels out of it, it makes me wonder later on if why he always gets like he like fucks up because he gets like under pressure too much, and he wants to do more than he can or something, and he tries stuff he's not like used to.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's like the opposite character of like what would be Iceman. Because he's like a badass, like as far as like doing everything correctly.
Yeah, he's a
like
very
being
by the book soldier.
But yeah,
sure.
But he leads them through most of the shit. So
he does. He's. I mean, he. Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen the 1986 movie Top Gun that we're talking about, he ends up winning, becoming Top Gun in the class. Like,
well, that's because he bails, right?
He ends up graduating. He ends up with enough points graduating and all that, but. And then, boom, we get to the volleyball scene. I was just like, volleyball! LOL.
It's kind of cheesy.
I mean, it's just a way for them to show off.
The only thing I'll notice in this entire thing...
80s guys.
Right,
Tom Cruise in jeans in this fucking heat of LA. Like, San Francisco, San Diego, wherever the hell they're at. They're in California. It's hot.
Goose pretty much always has a shirt on the entire time. Out of everyone else.
That's true. He's the only one
makes me wonder,
and he's got the goofy ass shorts, which is, I mean,
it makes me wonder if he just doesn't have a body, and they were like, I don't want to put this guy next to all of three of these guys. He doesn't.
He doesn't look.
Well, he
looks like a skinny guy.
Yeah, well, he does, but he looks like he kind of has like a belly.
Maybe a little bit, but
still. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things I noticed when I watched that the first time.
What was his name? Anthony Edwards. Yeah, Anthony Edwards. Probably not as ripped as Tom Cruise or fucking
especially during these times,
for sure.
I just find it weird that they would just do it like
this. This is the date, and they talk about the MiG.
This is the day before dad bods, though. Were a thing.
Yeah, dad bods are in now.
Yeah, dad bods were never a thing back then.
No, people were all about them muscles, schools. Fucking Popeye and his spinach. So yeah, we get to the day. He fucking walks into like her back house, in the back room of her house. And
this is where a bunch of cheesy stuff happens.
Oh yeah, for sure. And
I feel like it'd be entertaining to at least like watch some of the cheesy stuff because he hits on her.
Well, they're both drinking.
I know, but he says some stuff that's just dumb.
She clearly is giving him the fuck eyes. He's clearly giving.
Well, yeah, but it's the '80s movies, so like the way they word things and the way they say stuff, it's just so dumb.
I'm gonna say right now, I can see how Tom Cruise was considered a very dreamy guy because look at those eyes right there.
Man.
Can you not tell me those are some pretty...
That's the power of Scientology, Tucker.
That's what it is. That's what it is. I never thought of Tom Cruise that way. And
he was probably in Scientology in the 80s, dude.
Dude, he probably was.
So many of them were?
Yeah, he probably was this entire time.
It's a creepy thing.
But yeah, no. Besides from his, awkward looking teeth, she just, fuck eyes. And he smiles. He's like, yeah, I know. Thank you. I enjoyed being here because
we missed all the good stuff.
You're going to make me come later.
This was after he said, I'm going to go take a shower, but then he's like...
Oh, he did say that.
You're like, dude, he's going to go take a shower in her house?
You just met this girl?
And then you hear the motorcycle.
Yeah, he leaves. I'm going to go hop in the shower.
He's not going to go hop in the shower in your house,
dips on her. And so then we get to finding out that... Oh, yeah, they have that little weird, awkward elevator sweaty scene where he's all fucking... sweaty.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, the literally looks just like... So now we see Goose's family, his son, and his wife, Meg Ryan, and her way
super
before...
young.
Really, really young Meg Ryan. Like...
This is before Mail? What?
You Got Mail, I'm pretty sure, and Harry Met Sally.
It was way before You Got Mail.
I wonder if this was before Harry Met Sally. I think it
might be.
Let's see.
I mean, it's definitely before You Got Mail. You Got Mail was like 90s. Like deep 90s, I think.
Yeah, for sure. When Harry Met Sally was in 89, so this is before when Harry Met Sally. And before You Got Mail. Harry Met Sally. Yeah, she had the long hair.
Yeah, You Got Mail was like 97, 98, 96.
Probably something like that.
94 even.
Well, she was in City of Angels, 98, with Nicolas Cage. And then Sleepless in Seattle was 93. You've Got Mail was 98. So 98, she did City of Angels, and You've Got Mail. 98. So, yeah, we find out that stuff, and then there's the chase scene. Remember? He chases, She chases his ass when he's on the bike.
I do remember that.
This goofy ass, this is an 80s action movie. There needs to be a chase scene. I feel like this was behind the production. Someone in the notes.
Well, it's good. All right, notes. So pause it though.
Why isn't there a fucking chase scene?
Remember, she said something to him. What was it? She basically said like we can't do this or something.
Yeah.
Something that made him mad.
Yeah. Hi, cutie. Give us a second, okay? We're almost done. You smell so good and look so cute.
Don't check on you.
We're right in the middle of an episode. Say hi to everybody. Oh, it's all good. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, baby. Give us time.
There's something.
That's a new game. Very cool. She's playing her Toka Boca games. She's having fun. All right, baby.
This one is green.
Good. Knuckles?
Yeah, but Mom said you didn't buy it.
Nope, we didn't buy it. All right, baby. We love you. That's my daughter. She likes to come in and say hi. That's how she does it. And I'm not editing that out. Y'all get to deal with her cuteness. So yeah, she gets all pissed off at him. He fucking takes off and was like...
I just don't remember the reason. There's a reason why she gets mad at it. Or he gets mad at her.
She gave him a bad flight review.
That's right. Because she
pissed him off and it got him
in
trouble or something. And so now here we go. She's taking off in her crazy looking little car.
Dude, this is a funny ass scene.
And he's just literally, someone in the producer wrote a fucking note on a sticky pad and was like, "We need a fucking chase scene in this movie."
And well, I like that how that happens, and she just sits literally next to the
right to the curb, yeah.
And no one comes up and is like,
"I'm gonna shake my fist. This is how I talk."
Can't get mad.
So restaurant scene, because then we're getting close to the jet wash scene. Oh, there it is. There's the sex scene. We'll just zoom on by that. We don't see. I see the Need for Speed.
It's a pretty 80s sex scene for a PG movie.
There it is.
Dang.
Boom!
Need for Speed.
I feel the need. The need for speed. I'm going to find a good little clip to go right ahead of this. So it'll either be Danger Zone or that line if I can find it.
Okay. So this is
when the jet wash happens.
Okay, so
I believe.
Pause.
All right. Okay. So then, yeah, he almost gets him, man, so close, and then.
Well, Well, and he breaks off from Hollywood, right? He was supposed to be with Hollywood.
Yes, he was supposed to be. Jester comes up behind him. Jester comes up behind him and takes out
gets him. Yeah. Yep.
It's like, we're dead. The defense department gets to inform you that your sons are dead because they were stupid. Great balls of fire, he always said.
Oh, yeah.
No, I thought that was coming up. It must not. It must. That's on their first real mission, I think.
Yeah. That's.
I thought it was already.
It's on the next part, I think, of them flying. Yeah. Right. Because there's see, here's the bar scene up top.
Yeah, here's them singing.
Yeah, Great Balls of Fire and all that stuff.
All right, cool.
Yeah, because there's a lot of cool stuff, and there's also the scene coming up after, I think. Or did we already miss the? You might have skipped past.
This is the motorcycle scene with the end date on the docks.
Oh, I think that's where the cheesy stuff comes in.
Take me to bed or lose me forever. Like that line.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus, really?
I think that's definitely the one that got me. I was like, this is super cheesy.
Oh my God, look how... That was a pretty horrible makeup scene.
It's a PG movie.
She was like...
It's a PG movie that has a sex scene.
PG for the 80s, remember?
Yeah, but still.
Yeah. So, I think this is where they get ready. Let's see. Because I think if they end up in Iceman's wash, if I remember right, isn't it? Because Iceman gets hit.
Because he tells Iceman to get out of the way because he won't take the shot.
Yeah, well, because Iceman gets hit, I think.
And he keeps giving him, time. He's like, no, I'll give you, 10 seconds. Give me 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I got the shot. Give me 10. And then he eventually keeps telling him, and Goose has even telling him, dude, get out of the way. Let Maverick take the shot.
Right, yeah.
And they don't let him take the shot.
I think I just passed that. Yeah, because there's the...
Yeah, we should go back and watch that for sure.
Yeah, this is coming up right here. So this is where we get to the oh no, Goose, R.I.P.
Yeah,
poor Goose.
Spoilers.
Sad day. Goose dies.
You think he lives?
You would think he would live, but
you think he lives.
I guess
because it doesn't tell you until after
it does.
You get to the end of the scene.
That's true.
So you're like, fuck, dude, Goose should live, and then you find out he doesn't.
And so he gets through. Iceman's getting out of there, and
they're still going after Viper.
Yeah, it's still another. That's right, because it's another training op that they need. He doesn't die.
And I always thought that's what it was. Viper's ass and said, "Let me take him," because him and Maverick are in a group right now.
Yeah, Iceman is supposed to be his wingman, I think, or Maverick is Iceman's wingman one.
I think Maverick is Iceman's wingman.
See, because he's trying to get a good bead on the shot, and this is where he's like, "Go, get out of here."
And he keeps telling him to go. Just get out of here. You got let me take the shot. He's
5 more seconds. No, he's like, I'm off.
And this is where he gets.
This is where he gets in the right through his. Yes, because Iceman took off and he got in his jet wash. It kills their engines. They're fucking. They start spinning out, and he gets Maverick's pressed up against the window due to the G's. He can't fucking move to pull the ejector seat. So Goose has got to do it. He's in a flat spin, which is pretty much an unrecoverable.
Well, yeah, if you hit the ground, you're dead.
Even if you were to get your engines up and
on the jet,
and we're high enough, maybe you could recover. But that's almost an unrecoverable. As far as I know, like I said, I'm not.
Well, I doubt it.
See, because this is
probably completely unrecoverable.
Yeah, because Goose is going for it, and he's like, eject, do it. Watch out for that. And they both go up, and it goes, and boom, fucking Goose.
Yeah,
right.
And I'm sure the amount of pressure they have to shoot you out of that seafront.
Yeah, it shoots you up to get you out of there, and.
Dude, you're definitely you're gonna hit. If you hit that, you're gonna break your neck.
That cockpit and fucking thing, and damn, Goose dies. Then
That's sad.
Yeah, it's really sad. Rip Goose.
It was the best hitting moment of the movie, I think.
Oh, it was hard.
Besides the end, the actual mission, I think that part was.
This is where we get. He says.
Talks about his dad.
Tells him. No, this is where he tells him to get over it. Basically, he's like,
but then he learns about his dad as well.
We find out. what Rio was, which Goose was a radar intercept officer. We get to the scene where he's drowning his woes, and he's thinking about when he's talking to his wife. He's going in. He's got the. He goes in for one more mission. They say let him up.
Okay, and so he learns about his dad a little bit before the ending.
Yeah, he comes up to Tom Skerritt. He meets Tom Skerritt and talks to him.
Well, yeah, and they had that whole part where telling
this
him
is where he's drowning his woes in the water, and she's like, "You need to basically."
Yeah, and then she bails and he bails.
This is where he talks to Tom Skerritt. We get the good wisdom of Viper and find out what happened with his dad.
Yep.
Find out that
which was a super good pilot, like almost as crazy as he was.
Yeah.
But they flew together for years, right?
Yep, they did. And pretty much, yeah, he does that. He goes in.
Learns a lot about his father.
He finds out a lot. He goes back and finds out she left him. They go to the ceremony where he graduated. He congratulates Iceman
for winning.
And then they finally go to their first mission, and this is where Iceman gets shot.
Well, and a little bit before that, he ends up. That's when he decides he's going to quit before he shows up to the.
Right, he thinks he's like, screw this, I'm going to quit.
Yeah, he was already quitting.
He was already
and he wanted to get rid of that and just say,
and he
fuck
said,
this
and
shit.
And then he went and talked to Tom.
Then
Skerritt
he had to do that. Yeah.
And he told him, he's like, well, even if you show up, you got enough points, you're going to graduate with your class. You're not the top gun. Val Kilmer, Iceman got that, but and then they find out at the party that, hey, you guys got orders right now. You're going
including
now.
You.
Yeah, you're going now. Iceman, everybody, Slider, boom, Hollywood, Merlin. Yeah, see, and then he gets fired on.
And then we get to the ending flying
scene. The ending fight. And takes out the MiGs.
There's some pretty cool flying scenes and stuff in this movie. It's pretty cool. And especially in this part, it's really fun.
They're fun. They're cut pretty good, as far as I know about editing and whatnot. And
I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, even for an 80s movie, it's a really good
The celebration
movie.
That I said was kind of like very Star Wars kind of Episode 4 status. Like, we just blew up the Death Star, woo! But
well, they just blew up the Russians in 1986, dude. They loved it.
Yeah, Cold War. And yeah, I mean, he decides that he's going to become an instructor. And he's got Goose's dog tags forever. I hope that makes like some sort of appearance in the new Top Gun. So I'm actually going to think about watching that new one.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Because that's apparently it's 2021 or 2022.
I thought it was 2022. I think
something
it was
like that.
This year.
Yeah, it just came out recently. But that's it, folks. Fuck Top Gun. We got through it. The very first episode, 35 Years of Movies podcast. You've had about, I don't know the math right off my top of my head. I'd say 8 or 9 episodes already. But here's number 1. And
starting in sequential.
So what we got to do is we got to figure out whether it deserves the praise that it gets and the money that it's earned. What do you think, Mo? We got to rate this thing too.
I mean, praise that it gets, probably. I mean, it's definitely a solid 8 out of 10 movie. It's still an 80s cheesy movie.
Yeah.
But if I watched this in the 80s, it would have been like, this movie's badass.
Dude, for sure.
If you want to watch this stuff in the theaters, you would have been like,
it's way better
pretty badass.
Yep.
Like, it's not a bad movie at all.
No. It's way
I
better.
would almost give it a 10 if I couldn't get over some of the cheesiness of it and just Tom Cruise.
Yeah, it's definitely not getting a 10.
No, there's no way to give it a 10 now.
I'm going to go ahead and just give it a solid
7. It might have been a 10 back then in 1986. Give it a solid 7. Apparently everyone thought it was a 10.
It was number 1 in 86 for a reason. Yeah. So, I mean,
there's a reason why everyone has their number 1 movies of the year, and that's what we're going off of. So
then, yes, there you go. Our answers our questions are
they're
answered.
not the most detailed podcast, but I feel like it's not overwhelming where we're trying to talk through movies that no one's going to even watch or care about.
We hope
but
you enjoy
can get
listening.
A general idea.
I mean, obviously,
of the movie.
There's as from what I can tell on the analytics from Anchor, the app that I'm using, obviously Anchor. 22 of you, different people, have logged in and listened to this podcast and the episodes in this podcast. So to the 22 of you that have,
that's awesome.
That's fucking awesome. 28 more fucking people, and we can start throwing ads up on here for Anchor and making a little bit of money for this podcast and making it just a little bit better by getting more equipment, better sounding shit, where I'm not just doing it on my phone.
Find a place.
Find somewhere good. Have an actual office, a studio or something. But, yeah, so like I said, rating, I'm going to give it a 7. Moo, you 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, so good 7.5.
That was a good movie.
I liked it. I didn't hate it. I gave it a lot of shit growing up, but
I never
actually sat down and watched it.
I never watched it because it was on so young.
Yeah,
like
I was just too young to care. But now, as a 36-year-old man,
it makes sense.
Not a bad movie.
It's not a bad movie. Yeah.
So
I've seen worse movies.
Rip Goose. Ladies and gentlemen, hit us up if you enjoy the podcast. You know the deal. I gotta plug it.
See, dude, they couldn't.
The Facebook page, Tuggy's Top 10.
They couldn't let Goose live.
No,
and they shouldn't.
Goose had to die. Unfortunately,
they couldn't show you Goose's body.
They didn't even have a funeral
when they
scene.
were playing.
They didn't even have
when they were playing volleyball.
Yeah.
He had his shirt on.
He did.
And then they're going to kill him. They're going to kill him.
I'm going to chalk that up.
He's a family man.
I'm going to chalk that
He's
up.
He's going to have a dad bod.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not fair.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to chalk that up.
It would have made everyone else look better.
That's what I'm saying.
But they were like, let's put a shirt on this guy. Because he probably isn't as fit as everyone else.
Check it. That's what I'm saying.
Or maybe he was too fit and they put a fat suit on him.
He's a modest man. There was no fat suit on him. Anthony Edwards was definitely not in any way a fat suit. No. So yeah, like I said, hit us up on the Facebook page, Tuggy's Top 10 Podcast. Hit me up on Twitter. You can get back at btugmantalk10. This episode will go up on there, up on the social medias and stuff as soon as I get it done. Fucking hit us up with some feedback. Comments.
Yeah, definitely.
Share us
comments,
if you like
everything.
us. Let us know what we're doing wrong. Let us know what you like.
Let us know what you like and let us know what you don't like.
Yeah,
give us some positive and negatives. Give us some of that pros and cons, like I had today with Danger Zone being a pro. And it takes my breath away being a con, because that was horrible.
Yeah.
So let's get some of those back and forth, and like, we're not going to be rude about it. Just let us know what you think.
Constructive criticism is helping. Share us.
We're just starting. We're new.
Rate us on
like, subscribe, share, whatever. If you need to get in contact with us, contact us through email, Facebook. You have Instagram, right?
Twitter. That's
Twitter. I don't have Instagram or Twitter, so you got all that stuff.
That's right, folks. And I hope you enjoyed it. And get ready, because here pretty soon we'll have a couple more episodes going up. This is going up soon. You'll be able to listen to it.
Well, what's a preview?
Today
for the next one?
Today is
the 22nd of
the 22nd of March, so this will be going up on the 23rd tomorrow.
And Tugman's almost 40.
Which is... Fuck yeah, I turned 36 not too long ago. 4 more years to that big 40.
That's 36 like 12 days ago.
I know. I know. It's fucking weird.
Less than 2 weeks.
All right, folks. We're out. Have fun. Hit us up.
Don't forget to love someone.
That too. Be good to yourselves. Hug somebody. Tell them you love them.
Talk to your mom.
Yeah, call your mom.
Dad.
I bet she wants to hear from you. Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.
So this is the part where you're supposed to hear the snippet of Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins. That's, the big song of this movie. But yeah, if you're listening to this on YouTube, you're hearing my voice right now. Copyright flagged. So, yeah. If you want to hear that little 19-second snippet, you can listen to the podcast feed on Spotify. Otherwise, enjoy the show, folks. Thanks for listening. Like, share, and subscribe.